Timeless elegance. Fashion motivation for women over 40, 50, 60. Listen, my love. If you're watching this, chances are you've lived. You've loved. You've cried in bathrooms no one saw. You fixed everyone's problems while quietly holding your own broken pieces together. And now, here you are, maybe 40, maybe 60, looking at the mirror and thinking, where did that spark go? Let me tell you something. It didn't go anywhere. It's still inside you, hidden beneath laundry baskets, grocery lists, bills, and the endless noise of, you're too old for this. But that sparkle, that confidence, that woman who used to walk like she owned the sunlight, she's waiting, and I'm here to help you bring her back, not with trends, but with timeless elegance. The myth of too old. Somewhere along the way, society whispered a lie into women's ears that beauty has an expiration date. That after a certain age, we should blend into beige sweaters and comfortable shoes and quietly disappear from the spotlight. But no, my love, that's not elegance. That's erasure. Elegance doesn't fade with age. It deepens. You know why? Because you've lived long enough to know what really matters. Because now your style carries stories. Your wrinkles are not flaws. They are lines of poetry written by time. When you wear that crisp white shirt, it's not just cotton. It's confidence. When you wear pearls, they're not accessories. They're little reminders of grace. Let me tell you a story. One morning, a woman in her 50s stood in front of her wardrobe. She had just come back from her son's wedding. She smiled at the dresses, floral prints, silk scarves, those high heels she hadn't worn in years. She thought, why am I saving these? For what occasion? For whom? And in that moment, she decided, every day I'm alive is an occasion. She started wearing her perfume again, not because she was going somewhere special, but because she realized she was special. She wore color, she laughed louder, she posted her first selfie in years. And guess what? The glow came back. Not from makeup, but from freedom. Because that's what fashion is. Freedom to express your soul, not your age. Fashion is energy. It's how you show up to life. That scarf on your shoulder, that's your banner. Those earrings you used to wear in your 30s, they still have magic. You don't have to chase trends. Let them chase you. Classic never dies. You don't need to dress younger. Dress stronger, softer, truer. Maybe you wear linen and pearls. Maybe you wear bold red lipstick with jeans. Maybe you like monochrome, simple, minimal, powerful. Whatever it is, make it yours. Because the most elegant outfit a woman can wear is self-acceptance. Remember your 20s? The way you used to doubt everything. Your hair, your body, your laugh. And now you look back and think, she was so beautiful, she just didn't know it. Well, one day your 80-year-old self will look back at this version of you and say the same thing. So start loving her now. Wear the dress. Take the picture. Dance barefoot in your living room wearing silk pajamas. That's elegance. Joy without apology. Style tips for the elegant woman. Now, let's talk a bit of style. The kind that empowers, not pressures. Tailoring is your best friend. Clothes that fit your body. Not 10 years ago, not a someday. Look 100 times more elegant. Invest in quality, not quantity. Silk, linen, cotton, wool. Clothes that breathe with you. Neutrals are timeless, but color adds personality. That emerald blouse, that coral lipstick. Don't hide from vibrancy. Jewelry is art. It tells stories. Maybe you wear your grandmother's ring or a bracelet from your travels. Let it remind you who you are. Perfume. Always wear it for yourself. Scent is memory. Create new ones. And finally, posture. Shoulders back, chin up. Not because you're showing off, but because you've earned your space in this world. The mirror doesn't define you. Sometimes, I know, the mirror feels cruel. You notice the fine lines, the silver strands, the softness where firmness used to be. But did you really think the same face that smiled through births, heartbreaks, laughter, and sleepless nights would stay unchanged? Those changes are sacred. They're proof that you've lived. So next time you see your reflection, whisper to her, "I am proud of you." And then put on your favorite lipstick, look her in the eye, and walk out like the queen you are. Style beyond clothes. Elegance isn't only about what you wear, it's also about what you radiate. Speak softly, but carry strength. Smile often, but never at the expense of your boundaries. Be kind, but never invisible. And when people say, "You look amazing for your age," smile and say, "No, darling, I look amazing, period." Because your worth was never tied to youth. It's tied to presence. When the spark returns. I once met a woman, 62, retired teacher, widowed. She told me she stopped dressing up after her husband passed away. She said, "What's the point?" But then, one day, her granddaughter asked, "Grandma, why don't you wear your red lipstick anymore? You looked like a princess." That night, she opened her drawer, found that same lipstick, and smiled. When she wore it the next day, her reflection smiled back. That's when she realized fashion wasn't about being seen by others, it was about seeing herself again. You are the muse. You've inspired people without even realizing it. The way you carry yourself, the way you still dream. You are the muse now. Young women look at you and think, "That's who I want to be one day." Calm, confident, radiant. So don't dim your light. Show them what grace looks like at 45, 55, 65, 75. Because elegance, my love, doesn't come from youth, it comes from knowing who you are. The gentle power of rebirth. Every decade is a rebirth. At 20, you discover yourself. At 30, you prove yourself. At 40, you rediscover what truly matters. At 50, you start unlearning society's nonsense. At 60 and beyond, you become free. So if you're here thinking it's too late to change your style, start a new chapter, fall in love, or walk into a room and own it, let me tell you, you're right on time. Your story is not done. It's just getting more interesting. Final words. The woman in the mirror. Tonight, when you stand in front of your mirror, I want you to do something. Look at her. That woman, looking back at you. She's seen decades of laughter and tears. She's loved, lost, tried, failed, risen. She's still standing. Now smile and say, "I am still her. I am still beautiful. I am still worthy of being seen." Because you are. And no matter your age, you still have chapters left to write, outfits left to wear, dreams left to chase, and moments left to sparkle in. So wear that dress. Put on your earrings and walk into your day with elegance that whispers, "I have lived, and I am